Continue to recover more stolen utility wire taken from North St. Louis City properties following the deadly May 16th tornado. Police say they are committed to investigating these crimes, and that includes multiple people charged with taking wire from storm-impacted areas. Residents tell First Alert 4 they have similar concerns about the fallen red brick being stolen by thieves. St. Louis was once the brick city, producing hundreds of millions of bricks each year a century ago. Well, now those bricks can sell for hundreds of dollars per pallet. First Alert 4 investigator David Amilati is speaking with residents standing guard to protect their invaluable bricks.
Normally, I'm sitting on the front porch all the time.
Derek Snyder says he was running for cover, holding onto the baseboard of his dining room when the May 16th tornado hit North City.
Wind, I'm talking about wind. When I say wind, that wind blew so hard.
That wind took out half the front of Derek's house. St. Louis-made red brick now in piles and scattered across the yard.
That brick held up. Most of these bricks held up.
He says that brick is why he hasn't left his home since the storm hit. Out of fear, looters will stock up on the locally made clay bricks.
I don't want people to come up and steal anything. This is my stuff.
We found this crew just a few minutes away in Fountain Park, stacking up and wrapping up these bricks to haul off and avoid a possible theft.
We don't want them to leave. We want to rebuild, but we just need a little help.
Troy Spencer tells First Alert 4 investigates he's seen looters make nightly runs for loose bricks.
I tell you, if anything, you need to be around here cleaning up, helping clean it up instead of trying to loot. These people, we have worked hard for our properties. For it to go through this, then somebody want to take.
They love our red brick in Texas and Georgia and other places in the South, and therein lies the problem.
That's preservation architect Paul Holman, who says this former grocery store and candy shop was his favorite brick building in the city, now reduced to rubble.
This is a molded, hydraulic stamped brick.
He runs Vanishing STL on Instagram, wowing thousands of online users with some of St. Louis's finest brickwork fading into memory.
There are architectural salvage stores that you can go and, this brick might be, 15 or 20 bucks.
He says St. Louis is a brick city, once the manufacturing capital of brick in America.
The bricklayers back in the day would put them together, and we had craftsmen here that were just amazing and can take our plain red St. Louis brick and turn it into an art form.
Holman says the history of the St. Louis brick goes back to the Great Fire of 1849, when a fire destroyed 15 city blocks, leading city leaders to make an ordinance that all houses must be built with brick. By the end of the 19th century, there were more than 50 clay manufacturing companies in St. Louis, making hundreds of millions of fire-resistant bricks a year.
I think to a lot of people who see that hole in the wall, they look at that and they go, oh my God, this house may or may not be salvageable. But I look at that and go, that's just a brick repair.
Holman says there may have been more deaths on May 16th if it wasn't for these well-built brick homes.
And we have a history of this. We had a tornado in 1896 and a giant tornado that literally came through the same area in 1927, and most of the properties that were badly damaged in that were rebuilt, and we can do it again.
He says these bricks are no longer produced, making them super expensive. He says more importantly, keeping these materials on these homes, it's important to preserve our community's history and the consequence of not rebuilding North City with this original brick, and says letting looters sell to the highest bidder is shipping our literal history downstream.
Not just the history of the brick, but the history of the people, and to be able to rebuild these houses and for the residents to be able to stay where they are is extremely important, instead of saying that everybody has to move out because we have to rebuild, these houses are too far gone or anything, and then the history of the place is gone.
As for Derek Snyder,
there we go.
He says he is confident his house.
We want to save the brick. Obviously, we want to try to put as much of the original back.
And his North City community will be back to its old self, and hopefully even stronger.
It's going to come back because we want our block beautiful again. We want our city beautiful again. Until that happens, we just got to keep putting in the work. It's going to take time.
Anyone selling bricks to the dealers are supposed to present a demolition permit issued by the city, so the dealer knows the bricks come from a legitimate source. Also, we talked with SLMPD. They tell First Alert 4 anyone who has their bricks stolen or witnesses brick theft should call police immediately. One city alderman has a pitch to save that fallen brick. Alderman Rashina Aldridge wants to start a brick bank. So far, there's no timeline on how soon that could happen. For First Alert 4 Investigates, I'm David Emilotti.